Today, we are going to learn how to use the Personal Property Management System's new reporting tool called Property Reports. The Property Reports menu selection lets agency property managers view and download a report of all of their property listings. It is customizable with different options: date range selection up to 2 years, item status selection, and foreign gifts optional inclusion. The tool is available with the following permissions: National Utilization Officer, or NU, the Report Property Permission, or RP, and the Property Custodian Permission, or PC. The property reporter or property custodian user must be listed on the report as the point of contact or the property custodian to view items via this feature. To find the property report screen, we are going to log into PPMS and go to Property Functions, Property Reports. Here, you will see a variety of filters to narrow down your information. We will now review each filter. At the top, we have the date filter with a from date selection and a to date selection. This pulls on the date the property was reported into PPMS. You are limited to 2 years of data, and it will not let you select dates older than 2 years. If you leave the parameters blank, the system will default to pull all 2 years. Next, you have the agency/bureau and AAC code area. An agency NUO can select any bureau in your agency or a specific AAC. An agency bureau NUO can select your own agency bureau or a specific AAC. And an AAC level NUO, property reporter or property custodian, can enter an AAC. In the status section, you'll have a radio button to select between 2 different types of statuses: the completed screening status, parentheses history, means that the item has completed the disposal process and is visible on the search property history page. This can mean a variety of things, including it has been transferred or donated, it has been removed, it has been withdrawn, or it has been returned to your agency. The other status radio button option is active screening. This is anything that is still in the disposal process and it is still in your agency's possession. These items are visible on the Manage Property page in PPMS. Sometimes an item can have quantities in different statuses. For example, if your agency reports 20 laptops on a single item control number, 5 could be transferred via CFL and have a status of CFL transferred, and 15 could be sold on GSA auctions with the status of removed. If you pull a report on the most recent status, you will see both pieces of information displayed in your report for your awareness. The final criteria on the reporting tool is a question on whether or not you would like to include foreign gifts. If your agency reports foreign gifts and you're responsible for that information, select yes. If you would like to exclude that information, select no. The default selection is no. To get started with pulling a sample report, I'm going to leave my date parameters blank. This means again that PPMS will show me anything from 2 years ago to today. So for me, today is November 28th, and the report will pull from November 28th, 2021 through November 28th, 2023. I'll select my agency bureau from the dropdown. Then under status, I'm going to select completed screening, parentheses history, and the removed status. Next, I'll click Apply Filter. A summary of my results appear on screen, but I'm going to click the Download List button in order to see all of the additional details in Excel. When I open Excel, I will see my filters at the top of the report. There are 2 tabs displayed at the bottom of the report: information at the ICN or item level and information at the contract level. On the information at the item or ICN level is information about the item. This includes the following information: the date the item was reported to PPMS or the date was reported on the sales side, the agency bureau, federal supply class, item control number, item name, the quantity reported and unit of issue, the unit original acquisition cost, or OAC, and the total OAC reported, the property's condition code, property type, the ICN status, the property location information, the point of contact and property custodian email, specialized information like a vehicle identification number or VIN, the quantity sent to sales or transferred, the transfer information like the transfer control number, and relevant sales information such as the sale lot number. On the second tab is information at the contract level. This includes the contract number, the number of items on the contract status, the sale and lot number, the sale method, lot name, federal supply group, property type, award amount, GSA's fee, the amount returned to your agency, your Treasury account symbol or TAS, your agency location code or ALC, the paid date, the removal date, and the GSA sales point of contact and sales contracting officer or SCO's emails, the property custodian's email, and the property location city and state. A detailed guide of each field can be found on ppms.gov under User Guides and Training. If you are pulling information on your agency's reimbursements, please use the Contract Level tab and see the detailed agency reimbursement video for more information. In our earlier example, we had an item control number with 20 laptops. I mentioned that 5 were transferred on Computers for Learning, and 15 were sold on GSA auctions with the status of removed. Since I pulled my report to include the status of removed, I should see this information on my report. You can see the information is now being shown here in rows 11 and 12. If you look closely, the item control number, item name, and quantity reported all appear duplicated between rows 11 and 12. However, if you scroll to column X, you'll see here that 15 were sent to sales and 5 were transferred with the status of CFL transferred. Now, because I only want to see the sales information on the report, I'm going to apply a filter on the TCN status to remove any information related to transfers or donations of my items. To do that, I'm going to select my header row, and I'm going to click Data and Filter. You'll notice once I click Filter that little drop-down arrows have appeared under each category. I'll navigate back to column AA, which is the TCN status, and I'll select the drop-down arrow. I'm going to remove the statuses that are not related to sales. So the only one I'm going to select is blanks. I'll then hit OK. Now I've removed the duplicates that appear on my screen, and all of the information shown here is unique to each item control number. Thank you for using the Personal Property Management System. If you need more help, please contact us. You can contact the PPMS Help Desk by email at ppmshelp@gsa.gov. You can also call us by phone at 1-866-333-7472. Our help desk is open from Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You can also reach out to your local GSA area property officer at www.gsa.gov/APO. Thank you.